Hi class again. How are you today? In this opportunity, we will continue with development of unit number 1. So again, I'm going to ask you to have a copybook and a pencil because activities will be developed during this video. In case you don't remember, we are in unit number 1 and it is called Technology for Different Purposes. And my name is Miss Valentina Ruiz, and I'm your English language teacher. But first of all, what did we discuss last lesson? Do you remember the topic of the previous video? Well, in the previous video, we compared technology in the past and its improvements in the present. We make a difference between what we know nowadays as technological gadgets, and we make a comparison, a contrast with them in the past. And we did this with a video that we watched about technology now and then. Do you remember that? I hope you do. What about technology in construction? That is the topic of today's lesson. And our focus will be on skyscrapers construction. Do you know what a skyscraper is? Have you ever heard that word? Think about it, skyscrapers. Do you have any idea? Well, let me show you a picture. In this picture, we can see different types of skyscrapers. Now you know? Well, a skyscraper is a continuously habitable high-rise building that has over 40 floors and is taller than approximately 150 meters. Super tall. For buildings above a height of 300 meters, the term super tall skyscrapers can be used, while skyscrapers reaching beyond 600 meters are classified as mega tall skyscrapers. Right? So, do you know now what a skyscraper is? Be careful with pronunciation. You say skyscrapers. Repeat, skyscrapers. So technology and construction. How would you connect these two main concepts? Look at the following image. Ta-da! In this image, we have a skyscraper from the inside in relation to the structure, how it was built. Do you think that technology was applied in its design? How? Try to answer that question. If we think about the definition of technology, remember that technology is everything thought to solve a problem, right? So is technology applied in a design of a skyscraper and in relation to the structure that we can see here in the picture? Just for you to know, the world's first skyscraper was the Home Insurance Building in Chicago, built in 1885, and it was only 10 stories high. Of course, now we can see skyscraper even higher than that. Let's read a text called Skyscraper Construction. Skyscrapers start with a very large hole in the ground, which will contain the foundations, several floors, and possibly even a metro or subway station. The type of foundations depend on the nature of the ground. Usually, they are made by drilling narrow, deep holes and filling them with reinforced concrete to form piles. Another method is to drive steel piles as much as 20 meters in length into the ground. A thick raft of concrete is laid on top of the piles. Vertical steel columns are bolted to the foundations. Each column rests on a platform of steel to spread the load. Steel girders are fixed horizontally from column to column by steel erectors to form a strong framework. Metal decking is laid across the girders and filled with lightweight liquid concrete, which is pumped up from the ground. When it sets, it forms the floor. Ducts are installed below the floors to carry all services, electricity, waters, and drains. All exposed metalwork is fireproofed. If a fire happens, it is important that the structure can withstand high temperatures without buckling. The same process is repeated as the building rises. In some construction methods, entire floors are built at ground level and hoisted into position by cranes. The outside of the building is covered in cladding. This consists of prefabricated panels of materials such as stainless steel, aluminum, and glass. So this text was about the procedure to make or to build a skyscraper. So I ask you again, is technology applied in the construction of a skyscraper of that high? I guess so. What do you think? In relation to the previous reading, you are going to develop this task on your copybook. First, you will complete this chart with information from the text. I want you to find the main idea of this text. The main idea of a text is usually found in the first sentence, in the first paragraph, or also in the title. Then you will find 3 secondary ideas. The secondary ideas are really related to the main idea, and those are found in the first sentence of a paragraph. So you will find the main idea, the most important idea of the text, and then 3 secondary ideas, and you will make a chart like the example. Number 2, you are going to make a list of 10 new concepts extracted from the text and find out their meaning in the Spanish translation. For example, skyscraper, it means rascacielos in Spanish, and the definition or meaning is a high-rise building of over 40 floors. You can use it if you want. Okay, so you are going to do the same with 10 new concepts. And finally, you are going to answer, what is the text about? It's like a summary of what was mentioned in the text. What did you understand from the text? And everything is going to be developed in your copybook. Remember that the topic of today's lesson is technology in construction. So I want you to have an idea of how technology is used in every situation, in any kind of field. That technology has different purposes, as the title of this unit says. And in relation to the text that I read to you, you will develop the activity mentioned previously in your copybook. Super simple. The idea is that you can do the activities whenever you feel comfortable. And if you have a question, you can write me to my email address. And that's it. We will see us again in a new opportunity. We will talk about medical technology because the idea is to identify the different purposes of technology. And that's it. I send you a hug, a warm hug. I really hope that everything is okay at home and see you in the next opportunity. Bye.